all the Atmajyotis, divine light of the self. Welcome to Hara Hara Mahadev, the celebrations of Mahashivaratri at the Light of Self Foundation. I am Kriti. Today I have an unusual and interesting story of another great devotee of Lord Shiva to share with you all. His name was Nandanar. Nandanar is considered as one among the 63 Nayanars revered in the south. Nandanar belonged to a small village known as Adanur in Tamil Nadu. He belonged to the community that made percussion instruments like drums. In those days, he was considered a person belonging to a lower community. After his daily quota of drum making, Nandanar would work in the fields of a rich landlord also. Then, the remaining time, Nandanar would spend most of the night singing his glories of the Lord. Lord Shiva too loved this simple and innocent devotee of his and would eagerly wait to hear his songs. Nandanar once visited Lord Shiva's temple at Tiruppunkur. As he was not allowed to enter the temple, Nandanar stood outside and prayed fervently to the Lord and sang beautiful songs to please him. He wanted to have a glimpse of his Lord from afar, but the huge idol of Nandi was blocking his view. Nandanar prayed to Nandi to move a little so that he can have darshan of Lord Shiva. "Oh mighty Nandi," he said, "you are so blessed that you can fill your eyes with the beautiful form of Lord Shiva day and night as you are sitting right in front of him all the time. But I am a poor drum maker who has to work all day. I have traveled far from my village just to have one glimpse of my Lord. Please take pity on me and move aside a little so that I can view the Lord from here." Nandi was moved by Nandanar's sincerity, so the divine bull obliged and shifted a little so that Nandanar could have the darshan of Lord Shiva from where he was standing. Even to this day, Nandi is tilted slightly to one side in this temple. This is how God blesses his devotees. Next, Nandanar cherished a deep desire to go to the famous Chidambaram temple and have the darshan of Lord Nataraja. Every day, people would ask him when he planned to visit Chidambaram, but Nandanar knew he would not be allowed inside the temple, so he kept postponing his visit. He would simply tell people, "I will go tomorrow." People in his village started laughing at him and mocking him. They concluded that he would never go to Chidambaram and started calling him Tirunalai Povar, meaning one who will go tomorrow. One fine day, Nandanar finally made up his mind to go to Chidambaram. He timidly went up to ask his landlord to ask permission to leave for a day. The landlord looked at him up and down and laughed. "Oh ho, so Nandanar has finally decided to visit the Lord of Chidambaram, is it?" He mocked. "But my dear sir, who will plow my fields if you are gone? There is a lot of work to be done. 4 of my fields have to be plowed immediately. Finish the job, then only I will allow you to go," said the wicked landlord. It was a huge task which would take many days to finish, but poor Nandanar had no choice. He prayed to the Lord and started plowing the fields. Late into the night, he was exhausted and fell asleep. When he woke up the next morning, a wonderful scene awaited him. All the 4 fields have been plowed already and were ready for sowing. It was a miracle. Even the landlord was shocked and surprised. The Lord himself has come and plowed the fields so that his devotee Nandanar could visit him, thought the landlord. What a fool I was to tie him up with work. He fell at Nandanar's feet and said, "Forgive me, your love and devotion to Shiva is great. Please go ahead and take the darshan of the Lord in Chidambaram." Nandanar was overwhelmed by the Lord's grace. He thanked the landlord and happily proceeded to Chidambaram. As expected, he was not allowed to enter the temple, but Nandanar went around the holy city singing the glories of Lord Shankara again and again. Devotee. Lord Shiva then decided that it was time the world realized the greatness of Nandanar and his supreme devotion. He appeared in Nandanar's dream and said, "Come to me, my dear Nandanar. I am waiting for you." Nandanar was thrilled. "Yes, my lord, I am coming. He cried with joy and started walking towards the temple. At the temple, the priests had lit up a huge fire in the Homakunda for a yagna. Even as they were all looking, Nandanar walked straight towards the Lord as if in a trance. He did not even notice that a huge fire was blazing in front of him. He walked straight through it as if he was sleepwalking, his mind soaked in single-pointed devotion to the Lord. The priests and other visitors at the temple were stunned at the sight of Nandanar entering the Homakunda, but nothing happened to him. Nandanar came out of the fire with no burns at all. His body was shining like gold. He had a divine aura around him. The priest realized the greatness of the Lord's devotee and respectfully escorted him into the sanctorum of the Lord. "I am here, my Lord," cried Nandanar. "Yes, I am waiting for you, Nandanar," said Lord Shiva. Then, in the presence of all those assembled, that very moment, Nandanar merged and disappeared to become one with Parameshvara, the Lord of his heart. It is a blessing to listen to the stories of Lord Shiva's devotees on the auspicious occasion of Mahashivaratri. Come, let us all chant Hara Hara Mahadev and pray to Lord Shiva to bless us with devotee like Nandanar. Hari Om.